And a very good evening to you from the LA Coliseum as the Crooked Line Racing Summer Bash is tonight. 200 laps at the LA Coliseum, $50 in the prize pool, $30 to the race winner. It's a free entry event. This is out in the hosted session. Anybody could come in and register. But we're going to go ahead. We got about 45 seconds left here at qualifying. The number 24, EJ Marshall, takes his qualifying laps in. Right now it looks like Drew Uptain is the provisional pole sitter, and we'll be getting started here in just a moment. And the drivers are now entering the track, so let's take a look at tonight's starting lineup. On the pole, Drew Uptain with a 14.14, Jeff Clifton just a 5/100ths of a second off, starting in second place, Aaron Raymond in third, Levi Allen in fourth, Jason Raymond in fifth, Tyler Batchelorder in sixth place. I apologize, these are some new names for me tonight. Nick Sipple in seventh place, Tanner Marr in eighth place, EJ Marshall in ninth, Joshua Doobie in 10th place. Larry Bell's in 11th. John Byron is in 12th. Rusty Modesty 13th. Kevin Zaplaudio 14th. Lloyd Moore in 15th. Sam Clark 16th. Calix Whittisell in 17th. Nathan Johnson in 18th. Paul Hatwig in 19th. Stephen Laney in 20th. Raymond Theus in 21st. Samantha Pendleton 22nd. Christopher Morrison, 23rd. 200 laps. Sounds like a long race, especially in street stocks. This is going to go pretty quick. First restart initially will be how they lined up. Every restart after this will have the choose cone in effect. This will be manually taken care of by the drivers. You'll see them come into one green. They choose the high line, low line. But with a track as short as this, they're going to need to get lined up pretty quickly to avoid missing the start of the race. Pace car should be making a left turn right here into the infield. And the field's in the hands of Jeff Clifton as Drew Uptain, as they launch into turn one. Car trying to look to the inside. That's not going to work. They go ahead and back out a bit wisely. Just get themselves established. Looks like a pretty good start to the race so far as they're too wide for the lead. 93-15, too wide. Getting a little bit of help from the 33 as well. Trying to push into there for a position. Inside the line will definitely be dominant tonight, as well as taking care of the equipment. You know, these street stocks are pretty durable. We've got contact. We've got a car spinning around. Looks like Jason Raymond has spun on the front straightaway. We stay green for now. Hopefully he'll get himself fired up here, but he's already actually a lap down, so. He actually no, those are some slower cars. So he goes ahead, he gets the car straightened up, but he's gonna pull out right in front of the leader now. So the 93, Drew Uptain, he's not gonna have clean traffic because Jason Raymond's gonna be right there holding on for dear life as there's contact, and it's a chain reaction crash, and that turns a couple drivers.
Be ready with, there you go, be ready with that brake clean and stuff, guys. Your blower, they're going to drop down some oil dry here.
Looks like on first glance, maybe the second car in line had to slow down. They had to let the third car in line. Go ahead and take a look at that. Let's back this up a little bit. Just check out the replay entering the corner. And 93 is going to get a little contact from the 33 right behind him. Got custom numbers on, so they're not exactly the same numbers as they are in the scoring tower. But it looks like 97's already out of shape already. And it looks like the 15 gets into the 33. That's going to turn them both into the inside. 97, no place to go in the W machine. He's going ahead and make contact. And the fortunately, that did not block the entire track. They got ourselves pretty cleared up here. So we are under the first caution, lap 7. Drew Uptain goes ahead and holds on to lead. Jason Raymond's going to go ahead and breathe a sigh of fresh air. He's going to go ahead and get caught up and not have the leader directly behind him. A little bit of damage to the left side of that machine, but he should be alright, no worries. These cars are built like tanks. They're extremely durable. They can take a beating. Just like your regular short track racing at home. These are quite fun to drive. As the lights are on the pace car, we're going to be going green this time by. Compared to a track like this, they're going to be a pretty short caution. So you can see all the drivers getting lined up. They're going ahead and choosing their lanes. They need to go ahead and get choose quickly because we're going to be coming to the green here pretty soon. And pace car makes a left turn on pit road, and we're going green. 93 gets a good launch.
Green flag.
97's going to try to take a look to the outside line. Not sure that's going to work as 53 goes ahead and moves underneath him. That's going to be a good battle for second as Tanner Marr in the 24 with EJ Marshall go ahead and battle for the third, fourth position. 53 right now is going to take the advantage. And we got more contact, and we got a big stack up, and that's going to turn the 43, the 24, and the 4. That's going to go ahead and stack up the entire field. But they managed to squeeze by, and that leaves the number 4 machine, Tanner Marr, pointing the wrong direction as he goes ahead and gets the car spun around quickly as the field is captured by the pace car. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at what happened there, because that was quick. Looks like a little stack up right there. The 4, the 43, 15 had a little bit of contact. Either the 43 got pushed into the 4 or the 43 hit the 4. It looks like 43 stayed off the 4, and then he got hit pretty hard from the 15. That set the 43 out of shape. The 4, 24 doing their absolute best to try to save it, but that didn't work out as intended. 38, no place to go. He takes a pretty hard shot, and the good thing, a couple of the drivers in the back goes ahead. They slow down, try to avoid as much of it as they can, but scratch the paint on it a little bit. A little early to be doing that, but that's why we're racing. Second caution, lap 13. Drivers are going to go ahead, and it looks like they're going to be choosing this time by. Yep, lights are on the pace car, so you see some cars go to the inside, some cars go to the outside. They need to make this choice quickly because they're coming to the green here pretty soon. It looks like they've done that, and we are lined up and we are ready to go green. There we go.
Green flag.
93 again gets a pretty good launch on the inside as they stack up and almost have more contact up in the front car on the fence. No big deal. It just got scratched the paint a little bit. I won't slow that car down. Just realized I had the starting lineup on, music on. Oops, my bad. Sorry about that. That's a new thing we're trying out. As the 24 getting in there trying to battle for the 5th position. Good 2-wide action right here up in the front right now. 97's going to go ahead and actually we got a new leader. 97 got around the 93. I'm sorry, I missed that. But we got ourselves a new leader up in the front. Levi Allen goes ahead and takes the lead, and we're going to see the 53 here working high, working low, above the line, below the line. We got a caution on the track. Looks like the 43 and the 4 have been involved in an accident. Let's go ahead and just hit the rewind button and see what happened. Actually, it looks like the 43 spun first. Yeah, I might oh, we have two 43s in the field. That's not confusing. But a lot of this is just chain reaction. You know, the first car comes in a little slower, and then you can see the yellow car, the 38 comes in, hits the 43 into the other 43, and sends that one around. And then 38 gets turned into the 4, and come to a little stop on the coming out of turn 4 into the back straightaway. So, third caution of the night as the cars are going to go ahead and get reset here. So tonight's sponsor is brought to you by Top Hat Comics. They are a local comic store. Check them out. They're pretty awesome. We got ourselves a new leader up here, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. So looks like one car we're going to be taking a wave around here. Looks like we'll be coming to 2 to green here as we get ourselves 14 cars on the track again. $50 in the price pool tonight, $30 going to the race winner. Rest of it will be spread out amongst the top 3, top 4. So they're going. Looks like they're going to go ahead and start getting organized here for the next restart here. Lap 23 at 200. You know, it's a long race. You can hit each other pretty hard. Not damage the cars too much because you're not exactly going super fast here. We're inside the LA Coliseum, and that's, in normal times it's a football field, but this track used to be, this track was an actual track back in the, I believe, the 60s or so. They converted this into a racetrack for a little bit and didn't do that for a while. They tried it for the Clash last year, or earlier this year. Looks like we're going to do it again. So, but green flag's in there. We're going to go away. We'll stick here with this blimp. You get a good view of the overall track action as you see more cars stacking up into each other into turn 1. Big according effect as they're trying to avoid hitting each other. Some drivers trying to give each other room. Some drivers trying to sending it in there as hard as they can. And in a track as small as this, there is nowhere to go. If you're just trying to stay out of the way, you're going to get hit. If you're trying to move, you're going to get hit. If anybody finishes with no contact, that's going to be a little bit unrealistic as we got cars diving in pretty hard for the 7th, 8th place position battle here. Lots of contact in the back, and it's definitely full contact sport right now as we have more cars getting involved in this. This little second pack right here is getting held up a little bit. One of the 43s as 38 gets spun around, and that stacks them up again. They get themselves kind of going here, and it looks like we're going to keep this green. They get themselves moving before the leaders get back to them, so they got a little work to do now to get themselves caught back up. And just hold on as we go ahead and check in on our leaders right now. 97 Levi Allen right now, pretty comfortable with his position on the track. Tyler Batchelor in second place position. Jason Raymond got another car doing something up here. Oh, hold on, we got beef right here? I don't know what that was about. That was something's going on right there. Nevertheless, we stay green. We got 30 laps in the books of a 200 lap main event. So Tyler Batchelor actually has now inherited the lead. Not sure what happened to Levi, but Levi lost the lead to Tyler. So we'll see what happens there as Levi gets a little loose coming off of turn 2. Trying to work it up, and we got a spin in the back of on the back straightaway here. It looks like the 93 Drew Uptain, who I believe was the pole sitter, he got turned around. Let's take a look at what happened to the 93 Drew Uptain, who was tonight's pole sitter. Looks like a 2x3 wide action is somebody tried to go 3 wide right there, and that was the 33 machine, and Not sure who that is because I don't have an actual 33 on my scoring tower. Oh, looks like that's Aaron Raymond. He's on the scoring tower as the 6 machine, but he's showing the number 33. And it looks like tried to squeeze a gap right there, and it didn't work out. So that gets him turned around. Backs it up, gets a little scratch of the pan on the right rear as well, but pace car comes out, gets everybody collected. He goes ahead, gets himself pointing in the right direction, and we are under caution for the 4th caution of the night so far. So definitely been a busy, eventful start to tonight's race, but it's all good. So Tyler Batchelor right here with a really, really beautiful paint scheme here. He's your leader so far, as looks like we're going to be coming to 2 to green, so we'll be going green here pretty soon. But yeah, 3 leaders so far between the 53, 97, and 93. And kind of looking at some positions through the track right now. Tyler Batchelor is up 5 spots, Levi's up 2, Jason Raymond's up 2 spots, Aaron Raymond's down 1. EJ Marshall in 5th is up 4 spots. Larry Bell's up 5 spots in one of the 43s. Lloyd Moore's up 5 spots. Joshua Doobie's up 2. Jeff Clifton's down 7 positions. Tanner Moore's down 2. Drew Uptain down 11 spots. Stephen Langdon is up 1. Nathan Johnson looks like he's well, not sure if he's on the track right now. But we'll go ahead and get ourselves lined up because we're going to be going green. And the field's in the control of Tyler Batchelor. Jason Raymond was on the outside. Jason involved in an earlier accident. He's worked his way all the way back up to 2nd. So let's see what he can do on this outside line right here. Jason's doing a good job holding on to that outside line. He's trying to pinch down the leaders. 53 gets a little bit of contact from behind. He's going to get turned, and that puts him parked backwards on the back straightaway. Let's see if he gets turned around in time. It looks like he will, but that's going to give the lead to Jason Raymond, as it looks like the 53 got a little bit of contact on the vehicle behind him. It's a little difficult because sometimes when you come off the corner and you hit somebody in front of you, it's a little hard to stay off of them because they lose so much speed. And you can hit the brake pedals as hard as you want, but unfortunately once you're into them, and there's not much you can do about that. So field gets a little bit single file right now as we go ahead and take a look at your leader, Jason Raymond, right now on board. Let's go ahead and go on board with him and kind of see how he's doing. Taking a look back at the number 6 of Aaron Raymond. A lot of off throttle time as he tries to get the car working. You can hear the tires working really hard trying to keep the traction underneath of him. Look at the lap times between Jason Raymond and Aaron Raymond. They're trading lap times back and forth. The plus means that the leader's gaining on 2nd. The minus is the 2nd place is gaining on the leader, and they're half a tenth here, 1/10 there, another half a tenth. So they complete lap 45, and Jason's putting about 1/10.5 on him in that last lap. You see he's up building up just a little bit of an advantage right here. Yeah, tire wear is not as big of a deal as it has been in other tracks, but you do want to have some tires underneath you to go ahead and get yourself to the end of the race here. But Jason goes ahead and gets himself a little comfortable. Let's try to see if we can run ourselves through the field here. Jason Raymond is your leader right now. Aaron Raymond's in 2nd. EJ Marshall up 6 spots into 3rd. Lloyd Moore's up in 4th, getting pursued by the number 15 of Jeff Clifton. Jeff goes to be right on him. A little bit of contact right there. Larry Bell goes ahead. He gets turned by the 43 turns the 43. He goes ahead and turns it right in front of the field. And that was close, but they managed to keep it pointed in the right direction. So let's see where we were on the track. I think we were with Lloyd right here in the 4th position, or now he's in the 4th position. Nick Sipple is in 5th. He's the other 43 machine. Levi Allen is in the 6th position. Drew Uptain is in 7th. That was, again, your pole sitter. He's got a little bit of work to get back up to the field. Joshua Dube is in the 8th position. Tanner Marr is in 9th. Expect to see him move through the field here pretty quick. He's a solid short track driver. Tyler Batchelor. It's Batchelor Backelder. Might be Backelder, I'm not sure. A lot of new names tonight for me. So in the 10th place, Larry Bell's in 11th. Stephen Langdon is in 12th place. Jeff Clifton is probably off the track, and Nathan Johnson's also off the track, it looks like, as well. So one thing for sure, when you're at the Coliseum, there's pretty much there's no bad seats in the house, because you could see every bit of the action. My home track is Daytona Super Speedway, and it's a good thing we got the TVs on the track, because that helps us see what's going on in the back straightaway. The binoculars can only do so much for you, but right here, you got a great view of everything going on. Right here is Jason Raymond, Aaron Raymond. It's a Raymond show right now. They're going ahead and see Aaron just break just slightly loose off of the corner. But these two have kind of built themselves a little bit of a gap up to from EJ Marshall right now in the final podium position, in the 3rd place right now. Just checking through to see battles. I hear a little bit of contact on the track, but don't see it. So let's go ahead and put the camera on the 43 and 43 show here, getting close. Nope, not the 43, but oh, he's trying to cut underneath the 10 to Lloyd Moore right there, but that just didn't work. But Lloyd's going to go ahead. He's going to open up the door. It's going to leave the 43 of Nick Sipple able to go ahead and take advantage of that, as he's going to go ahead and take the position up and to move himself up into the 4th. Now Lloyd's going to go ahead and maybe have to battle, or maybe he's battling the 97 for the 5th position now. He's going to go ahead and lose that. 93 is going to go ahead and see the door open. He's going to go ahead and try to take advantage of it. It's feeding season right now. As you go on board with Tanner Marr right here on his nose, you're going to see he's going to try to get underneath that 10, see if he can get himself a bit of advantage, but the 10's going to go ahead and get himself in line and get himself established right now. But short track racing, you can use those fenders if you get to them. So checking out back at the front, looks like Aaron Raymond's starting to run him down just a little bit. So the Raymond show, looking at the I say he's running him down, he's faster than the last 3 of the last 5 laps. So but they're still trading lap times. And actually, yeah, last 2 laps, Aaron Raymond is closing in on Jason Raymond. That time was just over a 1/10 of a second. This lap by, we'll see as Jason Raymond goes ahead, he gets up into the fence. He's going to lose another almost a 1/10 of a second. So, at this point, Jason's aware that the fact that Aaron is getting there, and you can see Jason's breaking the car loose going into the corner, breaking the car loose coming off the corner. He's working the rear tires as hard as he can, but it's just 4 laps in a row. 2nd place is faster than the leader. I mean, he's going to be there here if he's not already, especially as they come up into lap traffic. So getting closer and closer. So now the leader's going to go ahead and have to manage the 43 and the 9 here coming up. One of the 43s and the 9, but 5 laps in a row. Oh, they actually turned identical. No, just kidding. Looked like they turned identical lap times, and then this Wilbur came back later, said he built the 10th on him. So we'll keep an eye up on this right here, as the action is pretty intense. 68 laps into the Crooked Line Racing Summer Bash. Again, $30 to the winner. You can see the 43. One of the 43s really working hard trying to get into. Looks like that's Larry Bell. Trying to hold on to position. You can see Jason Raymond's going to go ahead and go to the inside. He's going to go ahead and lap Josh Dube. Keep hearing more contact in the wall, but I'm not seeing any crashing yet. So as Jason Raymond gets around the lap traffic and takes Aaron Raymond just a little bit longer to get around that, it's going to give Jason just a little bit of breathing room right now. But otherwise, let's go ahead and check on the field and just kind of see how everything's going right now. Aaron's still in 2nd place, trying to work a way down. You can see the advantage they got, almost 4 seconds, which is a quarter of the track almost. To EJ Marshall, who's just kind of comfortable just doing his own thing right now, running comfortable lap times in the 3rd position. Nick Sipples in 4th. Got the 97 of Levi Allen looking right behind him for the 5th position. Drew Uptain still trying to make some work from his earlier incidents in the race. Tanner Mars moving up a little bit. He's now up into the 7th position. Lloyd Moore is in 8th. That Wonder Machine, Tyler Batchelor, who got involved in a spin earlier. He's right now holding on to 9th place. Larry Bell's back here in 10th place. Just got himself lapped by the leaders a couple laps ago, and Joshua Dube as well just got lapped. So we'll see for hopefully for a caution here to get themselves caught up onto the track. But this race is starting to find itself a little bit of rhythm right now. It's a nice, comfortable green flag run. The drivers are getting a little bit spaced out, and you definitely still hear some contact on the track, but they're not exactly running over each other on a every other lap basis like we were at the beginning of the race. But overall, it looks pretty comfortable as I say that, we almost get some contact right there with the 44. Stephen Langdon, he's going a lap down right there to the leaders. He's going to go ahead and move out of the way, but he's going to have to fight for position with Larry Bell right there as Larry Bell gets in the position. Not sure if Langdon's got an issue or he's just trying to find himself a nice clean piece of real estate to work on the track, but there's not a lot to work with because Aaron Raymond again is closing the door onto Jason Raymond. And if we go on board with Jason Raymond's rear bumper right here, it might be a nose full of Aaron Raymond. As you can see, they are nose to tail going into these corners. Get themselves a little bit of an advantage on the straightaway, but as the speeds drop down, they're going to go ahead and get pretty close to each other. And I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of contact here as Aaron Raymond goes ahead and is going to look to the outside. Oh, Aaron hits the inside of the fence right there real quick, but no big deal. No big deal. That's part of the racing. So Jason's really trying to work hard to hold on to that lead, but you can see they're running slightly different lines. Okay, you can see they're pretty much trading lap times right now from 1st to 2nd. So Aaron is there. It's way too early to be, doing bump and runs, because if you do a bump and run, you're going to get hit back again. So, right now, just kind of log laps. You got $30 on the line. Pays more than the official sometimes. Pays more than a lot of other events. So, we're here to have fun, but we're also here to put on a good show. And right now, the Raymond show are doing that for us. So. Everything's kind of just settled in right now. We're just logging laps, which is a good thing. Kind of keeps the equipment in good shape, keeps the equipment going. Looks like somebody just blinked out right there, but no worries. 43.97 right here. They're battling for the 4th position. These three are actually nose to tail. 1, 2, 3, 4 cars in line on the track. They're all battling for the 4th position as they go ahead and work their way around the lap car, Stephen Langdon. Forces them to take a slightly different line. They were running all the way down to that inside fence. Langdon gets a little bit into the fence there, coming off of turn 4. No big deal. Yeah, these cars are durable. It's not like some of the other cars where you look at the fence funny and you're out of the race. And these cars can take pretty much a good beating. So things looking pretty well right now. Just kind of cruising, turning the laps in. Go ahead, I'm going to take a step back right here and let you enjoy the sounds of the track right here. Number 4, Tanner Mars, going to go ahead and make the overtake on the 93 Drew Uptane. That's going to move Tanner up into the 6th place position. Still got a little bit of work to do to catch up back to the front of the field, but you know, one caution, they're going to be there. So now I'm starting to think about, you know, how's the tire wear on these cars? You know, do they have an extra set of tires to work with? They should be fine on fuel. It's a really short track, so not really worried about that. As 97's going to make a little contact with the 43. That's going to go ahead and try to get him moving. 43, which 43 is that? That's not Larry Bell. That's Nick Seipel. There you go. 75 on the scoreboard, 43 on the cars. 97 Levi Allen. He wants to go. He's gonna go ahead and he's gonna hit him a couple times, let him know, hey, I'm there. You need to get out of the way. First time I hit you, I'm just letting you know I'm there. Second time, you need to pick a lane. Third time I hit you, I'm picking the lane for you. So the rear end of that machine looks like it's already taken a little bit of contact. So you know, what's a little more, right? You know, no big deal. So, but Levi is faster than the car in front of him, so we'll see what we can do. Right now, it's just Nick is getting a little bit of a better exit. Levi's getting a better entrance in center. As I say that, there you go, the little bit of a breaking loose on exit. Levi's also taking a little bit more of a direct line into the corner to try to get himself a better entrance, but the time he's making up on the entrance is losing on the exit, so we'll see what happens there. You can see he's definitely closing the gap there, so let's see if... Oh yeah, he's going to be right there on him. Levi is there. There's contact. That's gonna go ahead and move him out of the way. So he's gonna dive in really hard. Tanner's gonna dive really hard. Almost makes contact with the 43. 43 is gonna go ahead and fight hard on the outside. He might get the position, but you saw him move up out of the way because he didn't want to be on the retaliation end of that. So good two-wide battle right here. Tanner Marr's going to try to take advantage of this situation. This is the best battle on the track right now. Don't worry about what's going on in the front. It's just, they're just out for a little Saturday night drive in a football stadium. So 43 is going to go ahead and dive in really hard onto Seipel. He's going to go ahead and try to make the pass here happen. And 43 is going to try to shut the door. Tanner's going to say, no thank you, you need to move. And that's going to send the 43 up into the fence. But he comes off the track, and we got a caution on the track. I'm not sure what for. It's telling me that Drew Uptane crashed. Let's take a wide view and let's just see if we get a better view of what happened. See if we see something else that happened on the track. Yeah, there's the stack up in turn 3, otherwise it's pretty clear. And there's the pace car coming out, so... interesting. Well, we do have some strategy going on here. Aaron Raymond is going to go ahead from the second place position and go ahead and get some service right here. He's going to go ahead and get some fresh tires going on. Jason Raymond's also going to go ahead and come in here. This is pretty much pit service is open for business. And we'll see how this works out. Levi Allen, Tyler Batchelor, they're going to go ahead and stay out. So we'll see how they cycle through on the restart here. Not sure how this works as far as cars going a lap down or not. They may be given their laps back. They may actually end up a lap down. Not really sure how this is going to work. We'll see on the scoring tower what happens here as far as drivers getting caught a lap down to make some pit service. But as of right now, Levi Allen has stayed out on the track. He is going to be your leader. Tyler Batchelor in the 4th place position. He has not stopped yet. Although it looks like we're Trying to get everything sorted out here a little bit, so maybe a couple wave rounds trying to get cars in the lead lap. Not entirely sure, but lights out on the pace car, and looks like Levi Allen, who did not stop, is going to be your leader here on this restart. Levi Allen, Tyler Batchelor in the 53, they have not stopped. It looks like everybody else has, and we are green underway, so let's see. Can the 108 lap old tires hold off the lead as the 97 breaks loose? Watch out, there's a car coming off a pit road right there. They're going to make contact. That was not a good position for the 24 to be, but it's also, when you come off pit road, there's not a lot of room to work with, so that's going to cost the 97 the lead right there. And on 100 lap old tires, not sure how that's going to work out, so maybe he's going to save his set for leader in the race, but Aaron's going to go ahead and hold on to the lead right now. There's the Tanner Marr battling with the 24. Looks like Stephen Langdon has gone around on the front straightaway. He'll get himself turned around and get himself going quickly because the leader is coming. And Langdon's going to go lap down. More contact. Can't find it on the track. There's so much contact on the track. Starting to see some faster laps being turned. Tanner Marr just turned the fastest lap of the race for his car. It's 14.3. Fastest lap of the race right now looks like it's a 14.23 by Drew Uptain as your pole sitter. So we'll see if he gets caught up as the 93 and the 24 get turned onto the pit entrance right here, or pit exit, excuse me. Well, that was not exactly the most impressive J turn I've ever seen in my life, but there was an attempt. Let's go back and look at what happened right there and get ourselves a little bit of a better camera angle. Let's see. Looks like, again, probably just a stack up right there. 24 dives it in hard. 93 shuts the door. 24 decides he's going to be there. That turns the 93, 24, 49. Gives a little nudge and says, if you're going to be part of the wreck, be part of the wreck. And then, hate to do it, but this is not how you do a J turn, my friends. That is, well. Levi Allen's going to go ahead and get service. Tyler Batchelor, those are the two that stayed out last time. They're going to go ahead and get a little damage repair. Larry Bell, Lloyd Moore, EJ Marshall are going to go ahead and get a little bit of service done on their machines and get their cars fixed up here. So, a little change up kind of in the front. You know, Aaron Raymond ran second for a while. He's now leading. Nick Seipel in second place. Tanner Marr's up to third. Told you he's going to be a factor here at the end of this race. Drew Uptain's had a nice recovery up to fourth. Jason Raymond, who led a bunch of laps in the 49 machine, he is running fifth. Tyler Batchelor's going to come off of pit road in sixth place with fresh tires. So, you know, lap 120 or so, it's not going to be super fresh over the lap 110. His tires are going to be 10 laps fresher. That probably won't matter too much, but stranger things have happened. And we'll see what happens here as the lights are out on the pace car. Choose cone is in effect. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves some lane choices going on in here. We'll see what happens as we get ready to go green. So a little bit of a car stacking up in the back. Looks like Lane had to move to the back as the green flag's out. We're underway. The back cars in the back got a little bit stacked up, but ooh, contact, a lot of contact, and that's gonna 43. Nick Seipel's gonna go ahead and Seipel's gonna go ahead and take a peek in on the inside for the lead and hits the Aaron Raymond machine, but it goes ahead and gets that under control, and Aaron gets himself a little bit of a gap as Jason Raymond now battling Nick Seipel. There's gonna be contact down the back straightaway, as they're going to be battling hard for this second position. You know, they want to be able to go up there and get the lead, but they can't run too wide like this for too long. They're going to let Aaron go ahead and check himself out and getting himself off to the other side of the football field. So great two-wide battle right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the onboard of Tanner Mars. He's getting a great view of this battle for second, But, Tanner's got places to go too. He can't sit here and wait, He's thinking, maybe can I go 2 wide, go 3 wide that's Jason Raymond gets contact on the out inside and sends him outside up to the retaining wall, and he gets a little bit of loose, little contact from the 97. Getting stuff, a lot of contact, more contact from the 97, Poor Jason Raymond's trying to hold on for dear life right now, get the car pointed in the right direction, but he's going to be thinking about the contact that put him back there, because Jason's now back to the 5th place position, was battling for second there. But Nick Seipel is in second right now. Tanner Mars in third, going to go ahead and try to run him down. They're both trying to run down Aaron Raymond, who right now is your leader. 70 laps to go in the Crooked Line Summer Bash here at the LA Coliseum. $30 for the winner, brought to you by Top Hat Comments. Go ahead and check them out. Even if you're not even into comics, it's pretty cool to take a look at something outside of your realm of expertise. I can't say comics are my thing, but yeah, it's absolutely their thing, and they're very good at what they do, so check them out. Tanner trying to run down the 43. He's going to go ahead and get up to him, make a little bit of contact. He's going to go ahead and dive to the inside. Let's see if that's going to work. 43 gets sideways, gets himself completely out of control as he tries to go ahead and hold on. Tanner's going to go ahead and dive it in again. This time it looks like he's going to get way more established. Moves the 43 up the track a little bit. There's going to be contact. Is there going to be retaliation? Yeah, it's probably not a good idea, but you could try it. But here's Jason Raymond. Actually, hold on. Speaking of retaliation, look at who's found the other driver. 49, 43. Oh, 43 is trying to run for dear life right now from the 49. However, Jason Raymond is a very good race car driver, and I don't know if Nick's going to be able to hold him off for too long. I mean, Jason's going in there like sideways, really sideways. Can you tell he's a little enthusiastic about getting to the car in front of him? Jason really working that wheel hard. He's the rear tires are screaming for mercy right now, but that's too bad. Tires, hold on. You get a job to do. Aaron Raymond right now getting himself a little bit of a gap right up here in the front. He's kind of checked out, doing his own thing right now. Tanner Mars in second place. Chasing down that prize money. Nick Sipple is in third. But not if Jason Raymond has something to say about that, because Jason is going to want to get back up to the driver of the 43 and express his displeasure about how they made some contact earlier in this race. So 43 is catching the 4 right there. He's going to try to cross him over, going to the inside, but that didn't work. Carbrack got from underneath him. 60 laps to go. Crooked Line Summer Bash, brought to you by Top Hat Comics. Enjoying the action so far? Go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, thumbs up, share it with your friends. Hopefully you're enjoying this Saturday evening. A lot of great racing today. Indianapolis Motor Speedway hosting IndyCar, hosting Xfinity. A lot of great action, seeing just some overall good performances and some crazy dives into turn 1. But this is good old-fashioned short track racing, just like you got at your local short track. If you have not had a chance to go check out your local short track, please go ahead and do it. It will change your perspective on short track racing. Chances are there's a short track near you. Go ahead and check it out. My local track is New Smyrna Beach. It's been a while since I've been there. I need to get back there, but the responsibilities of having small children at home kind of take away from that, and they're not old enough to go to the racetrack just quite yet, but we'll get there soon. Speaking of getting there soon, the 49 is closing the gap on the 43 right here. Keeping the camera here because I think when they get there, it's going to be there might be some contact on the racetrack as you hear more cars hitting the fence. 43 is running down the 4. He's going to go ahead and kind of look to the inside, see if he can get himself a pass around there. Jason Raymond's going to go ahead and dive in there pretty hard, try to get himself there. More contact into the fence. Oh, that's a dive. And he got all the way in there a little bit deep and got Got his point across, and the 43 is going to go ahead and try to retaliate. And I don't know, this is not a fight I'd particularly want to pick with 53 laps to go for 4th place, but it's entertaining. 43, 49 back in the same positions as they were. As the 43 is going to go ahead and lose it right in front of the field. He tried to gas it up and clear Jason Raymond, and that did not work. So 43 is going to go ahead and get himself turned around, and Stephen Lanning's pointing in the wrong direction as well for some reason, so no worries there. So that was a entertaining battle right there, but Nick ended up on the wrong side of that, and that brought out the caution. So going back and checking the replay out, these two were beating and banging. We kept the cameras on them because we knew that was where the action was going to be, and 43 just gassed it up trying to make himself clear, and that didn't work. And when he got hit, the 93 came in and just added a little bit to that, and not so much you can do when your rear tires are pointing off the ground, but you also got to keep them underneath you at the same time. So this was on board with the 53, I think. Who are we trying to follow? Here we go. This is who we want to be on board with. Drew Obtain. Here watching this battle. Look at the driver's door, but can't blame Drew there. There's only so much you can do as far as trying to keep off the car in front of you, but short track racing. So 150 laps in of a 200 lap feature. Aaron Raymond's your leader. Jason Raymond is in 2nd place. These two were running 1 and 2 the other way around for the first half of this race. $30 on the line, How hard are you going to race each other right here? So there's going to be, 50-ish laps to go, 45 laps to go. Still a long ways to go. Somebody in the back can go ahead and move themselves up. Tanner Marr dropped back to the 8th place position. He's going to come in and get himself some service on his machine, and we'll see if he can move his way up through the field here pretty quickly. So looks like I think we're going to be coming to 1 to green here. We'll see if they go ahead and choose, and Aaron's going to go to the inside, Jason's going to go to the outside, and 53 is going to go ahead and move himself into the 4th position from 5th, so we'll see how that works out for him. Drivers getting lined up right here. We're going to be going green, lap 154, 200 laps here at the Los Angeles Coliseum. Will the 43 catch up to...
Not going.
Oh, we're going to take another lap around the track. Not sure what's going on. Probably just got to get them lined up. No big deal. But kind of crazy to see this at a quarter mile at a football stadium, but plenty of small tracks around that. Most famous one is Bowman Gray Stadium. Another quarter mile event. Have not had a chance to go there yet. I'm based in Florida, so it's a little difficult to get up there for a race, but gotta take the kiddo to a few short tracks, and Bowman Gray's definitely on the bucket list as the 6 is going to go ahead and get himself a good launch and get himself up into the lead. Jason Raymond's in 2nd place. He's going to go ahead and try to make something happen here as we are green flag racing. We are underway. More cars getting to the fence. 53, Tyler Batchelor go ahead and holding on for dear life as the 97, 93 make a little bit of contact. No big deal. It's just everybody's trading paint with everybody right now, so we'll stack up in the back. It looks like Simple again, look who's getting checked out. Oh, the other 43, Larry Bell gives a shot to the 24. That was not kind. Now we got the 43-43 battle going on right here as we got a car turned around in the front and a big stack up on the back straightaway. And let's just go ahead and hit the rewind button and see what happened, because looks like the Wonder Bread machine, maybe him and the 53, Larry Moore, Tyler Batchelor. Whoa. Well, he tried to go to the inside, and I don't think that was gonna work. And the 53 is probably wondering what the Wonder Machine was doing, and the 9 comes in and shoves the 10 into the wreck, and the 24 is there, the 9 is there. They're pretty much all there. The pace car driver, no fear, just drives. Look at this pace car driver, I know. Pace car driver says, you know what, you're going to be all crashed. Don't worry about me. I just drive right out here in front of everybody. Pace car driver got a nice little break there for the middle of the race, but since then he's had to go ahead and keep the car running, so. Hope you're enjoying tonight's presentation. Crooked Line Racing again, 8th caution of the night, 160 laps in, 40 to go. If you're just hanging in, if you're just joining us, you know, we've had ourselves a pretty physical race here. Not to be surprising, you know, this is, you know, short track racing at a Coliseum with the street stocks, and honestly some of the most fun you can have on the service. So hopefully you're enjoying it, but we are live streaming on a few different platforms right now. We're on Front Row Esports, Next Gen Broadcasting on YouTube. We're on Crooked Line Racing on Facebook, I believe. I'm not sure if we're anywhere else, but we are enjoying the show as we are going green this time by, and it's the Raymond show up here in the front. So let's see, you know, can Jason get a better start this time? Let's go ahead and go on board with Jason Raymond right here. He's going to go ahead and start second. Let's see if he can hang on right there. Green flag's out. We are underway. Jason's going to go ahead and clear up into second position. Let's see if he can run him down. He's going to take a really low line into the corner. That's not going to really help him, and he's going to lose a bunch of time off the corner exit right there. So not sure if he's diving there. Maybe he's starting to block because the 43 and the 49 have found each other again. So maybe he's just trying to shut the door, play a little bit of defense while he's still going on offense. But 43 and 49, I don't know if they're on each other's Christmas card list, but if they are, they won't be by the end of this race. So right now, though, Aaron's putting out some really fantastic lap times right now. He's in the low 14s. Pretty consistent with what everybody else has been doing all night. Not really a lot of tire fall off, but that's okay, you know. It's a long race. Take care of the equipment, take care of the car, make sure you got a car to race at the end. And Jason's there, and he actually clips the inside wall right there, trying to take advantage of every little moment, every little portion of the track to work with. So trying to keep the camera up here because, you know, we got Jason looking under Aaron for the lead. You got Nick Sipple sitting right there, and you know, those two are not 43, 49. They're not exactly best friends right now. 49's going to look underneath. He keeps clipping the inside wall. I mean, he's all the way down inside, and he's almost a little bit too far inside. Coming out of turn 2, trying to hit that pit exit wall. So let's see if he makes an adjustment right there. Looks like a little better of a line that time. He's going to keep himself up there. I know it's single flag racing right now, 30 laps to go, but you know, it's been a lot of action. There's plenty more to come, so hang out right here and see if Jason Raymond can get around Aaron Raymond. Yeah, these are two A-class drivers on the service, both of them with pretty high safety ratings. We'll see. Yeah, safety rating's not going to count for anything tonight, but they are safe drivers, so let's see if they can race each other cleanly. Maybe they got to get a little bit of contact into him. You know, is Jason going to dive in and try to put his nose underneath of him? Or is he just going to go ahead and try to hit him square? He's going to try to pass it cleanly. So, but let's briefly go ahead and check through the rest of the field. Drew Upton's in 4th right now, kind of getting a good view of this battle up here for the top 3. Tanner Mars up to 5th place. And we got a caution out on the track. It looks like Larry Bell and the Wonder Machine went around, so forget the replay button. Let's just hit the rewind button and find out what happened. And that was a really low arc into that corner. Oh, that might be why, because there's a little bit of contact already. So this wasn't the first contact they had. This is probably a little bit to it. So 43 Larry Bell goes ahead, sends it in there, gets a little bit of contact on the 53, gets himself straight back up. holds the inside line. 53 gets a little bit of advantage, and the 43 comes out and just loses it right in front of the 53, right in front of the 24. And then the poor Wonder Machine had nowhere to go as the Larry Bell tried to get his car pointed in the right direction, but that didn't work out for them, and that brings out our next caution. So let's go ahead and see if we can find Jason. Here we go. Jason, it's Steven in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what are you going to do about this Aaron Raymond guy? He's got your last name. He's got the lead right now. What are you going to do about it?
I don't know, man. I'm on 2 tires. He took 4 when we pit. I mean, I feel like we're even, but I think the only way to get around him is going to be the bumper. So, you know, I try to race everybody clean, but I think there's money on the line at the end of the day. So I'm sitting in a money position now, but if I could get a little bit more out of it, I might have to use this bumper, or what I have left of a bumper.
Well, and speaking of bumper, it looks like you and Nick Sipple have played bumper cars a little bit early in the race, so.
Oh yeah, I don't know, I was rolling the top. He got into me a little bit, and I got back to him. He got a little loose through center or something, and then I tagged him. He tagged me back and then wrecked. So I'm hoping he doesn't have any grudges here.
Well, we'll see what happens because he's going to be starting thirds here. So we'll see what happens. But good luck to you.
Thank you.
Jason Raymond, appreciate him joining us in the booth right there. He's going to be starting here on the outside of the front row. Lights are out on the pace car, going green this time by. So you know, Raymond show in the front row, and Jason Raymond's best friend right here starting third. So we'll see what happens. They get a much better start this time by 49. Is he going to try to shut the door on 43? No, 43 is going to go ahead and get there. They're going to battle hard for second position. A little bit of contact right there. Nothing they haven't been able to do so far early in the race, but they're going to battle. 43 is going to go ahead and try to run the corner wide. He's going to run the 49 into the fence. And we have a car backwards on the track going to pit road. That's 97 Levi Allen, but he's off the track, so we stay green. Battle right here, pretty intense for second right now. Jason is going to hold on to the outside, more contact into the outside fence. Tanner Marr right there has moved up into the fourth, and he's trying to, almost a little bit, broke loose trying to stay off of Jason Raymond. But now the battle right here is for third between Jason and Tanner. That outside line did not work for Jason on that restart. That's given Aaron plenty of real estate to work with as Nick Sipple's back up into the second place position after his eventful night. He breaks loose off the corner, or breaks loose going into the corner, and almost gets run into by the 4 Tanner Marr, but they go ahead and get themselves pointed in the right direction. And hear more people hitting the fence back there, but it looks like they're good for now. So let's keep the camera up in the front. Watch this 49 car just break, or sorry, 43. Breaking loose pretty much every other corner. Tanner Marr's right there on his bumper now, so let's see. Tanner's going to look to the inside. He's going to get there. He's going to move the 43 up the track. Good old-fashioned bumper run. Here comes Jason Raymond now. Jason now has the advantage on the inside. Oh boy, that's not pretty.
Getting ready to have a cautions out.
And Nick Sipple turns Tanner Marr going into the corner, and I don't think that's going to go over too well. Tanner will run you hard. Tanner will run you clean. But if you spin Tanner out, he's gonna. We'll keep a camera on that. But unfortunately, in the process of trying to do that, the 43 ends up losing 2 spots, and 93 innocent bystander involved in that. So we'll see how well that goes over. But a lot of people not on each other's best friend lists anymore. So through all of that, Jason Raymond holds on to the second place position. Nick is third, so again, kind of a repeat of what we just saw there before. I would assume Jason's not going to choose the inside lane this time by coming to the restart. So let's see if he can go up and get into there. As Tanner and Nick are going to go ahead and maybe do a little, expressing a little bit of communication here on the front straightaway. Tanner's just going to go up there and let him know how he feels, but we'll see what happens here as we get ready for the restart. 13 laps to go. The dinner bell's about ready to sound. The cash prize is about to be paid out here. You know, a month of iRacing costs you about, what, $5-6 depending if you get the deal or not. So this is $30. That'll get you, 4, 5, 6 months of iRacing. That's assuming you didn't buy a bunch of stuff along the way too. So Stephen Laney with an eventful night. He's going ahead and pull on and get some service right here, and we're just gonna kind of see how it goes. But overall, just a pretty physical night. 10 cautions, but for this track, that's honestly pretty good. So let's see what happens here. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the restart. I think we're coming to 1 to green this time by. It looks like the 49 is gonna go ahead. He's gonna take the inside. His best friend, the 43, is also gonna choose the inside. That's gonna move Tyler Batchelor all the way up to the 2nd place position on the outside front row. So we'll see what happens. I was kind of surprised the 43 didn't choose the outside right there, because he's going to be starting 5th now instead of 2nd. So it didn't work out for Jason, but we'll see what happens. And keep your camera on the front. We've got a new contender up here in the front, and 6th car gets a... Whoa! Let the action speak for itself. 43's trying to get a little bit of a crossover, a bunch of contact on the restart, but they go ahead and get it settled out. For now, 49, 43 getting together right there. 43 shuts the door, slams the 4 into the wall. And Tanner is not going to go ahead and appreciate that, so he's going to go ahead and give him a little bit of shot, but that's going to get the 43. The advantage coming off the corner right now. Battle for 2nd right now. Tyler Batchelor and Jason Raymond trying to battle for this 8 laps to go right here. This is if you're going to catch Aaron Raymond, you need to get single file real quick, and you need to get up there, and you need to make this happen like right now. And 4 car go ahead and gets into the 43 again, and there's going to be more contact, and I mean, do you blame Tanner? He's just going to hit him and keep hitting him. Hits him again. 43 breaks really loose. He's going to go ahead and maybe he's going to try to shut the door. That's going to mean he's going to get hit again. That's going to stack him up. That's going to send the 43 back around. 93 shoves the 4 into the 43. Now here comes the 43 around as we get a car turned backwards on the track. The 10 is spun in turn 1 on the racing line. We'll see if this is going to bring us out of caution, and it is.
How are you doing, bud?
And caution's out with 4 laps to go. And the 10 is still parked sideways on the track. I don't know how, but the Larry Bell came in and just hit him under caution. So I don't remember if they have beef or not, but let's go back and check out what happened with this. This looks like it was just a stack up. The 43, 93, 10 going into the corner. Maybe the 93 has to enter the corner a little slower than expected. 10's not ready for it. And 10 gets hit from the 9 from behind. He goes ahead now. He's stopped in the racing line because he's got to let the 44 go by. And he tries to get it going, but he can't get the car all the way turned around. So I guess he just waits there for the caution to come out, and then here comes the other 43 and just says, my car doesn't have enough damage yet. So, 3 laps to go. Are you surprised that it's going to be a 2-lap shootout? Don't say you are. Don't say you're not. 2 laps to go. Aaron has been getting great restarts this entire race. Jason, if he wants to win this race, he's got to get a good launch. And as much as I hate to say it, he's going to have to probably use the fender. Because he's going to have to get up right up on his bumper, push him a little bit, try to get the 6 out of line. But is Jason going to hit him? Is Jason going to move him? Is Jason going to run him clean? It's $30 on the line. Getting paid to run racing, you know. There's worse ways to spend your Saturday evening, so we'll see what happens here as the lights are out on the pace car. It's a 2-lap shootout to determine who's going to come home with the $30 prize. 4 cars starting behind the 49. Their teammates. The 43 has been involved in a few incident tonight is on the outside of the 4, outside of the 49, with the 4 behind him. We'll see what happens.
Green flag.
Green flag's out, we're underway. Tanner's going to go ahead and look to the inside of the 43. That's going to go ahead and send the 43 up into the fence. He's going to lose all of his track position. 43 made contact. Get back up here to the front. Jason Raymond is going to go ahead. He's going to try to close the door on the 53 and get himself into the position. White flag's out in the air. We're going to finish this race under green. Jason's going to go ahead and clear up to second. Tyler's going to go ahead and battle the third. But Aaron Raymond, Jason dived in as hard as he could. Tanner dived in as hard as he could, but that's not going to be enough. And Aaron Raymond is going to go ahead and bring home the checkered flag and win this race. Jason Raymond brings it home in second. Tyler Batchelor third. Drew Uptain fourth. Tanner Marr in fifth. Larry Bell in sixth. Nick Ripple in seventh. The Wonder Machine's going to go ahead and express his opinion. The 44 is going to express his opinion. And then drive backwards on the track. But the winner of tonight's race, Aaron Raymond. I don't know if he's on our Discord, so I'm not sure if we're going to catch an interview with him, but we got Jason Raymond and maybe Tyler Batchelor? Nope. No Tyler Batchelor tonight, so. But Aaron Raymond, tonight's winner for the Crooked Line Racing Summer Bash. What a night of contact and action that we had here. So, take you through tonight's finishing order. Aaron Raymond, like I said, is your winner. Jason Raymond in second place. Tyler Batchelor in third. Drew Uptain in fourth. Larry Bell in the fifth position. Tanner Marr in sixth. Nick Sipple in seventh. Levi Allen in the eighth place position. EJ Marshall in ninth. Joshua Dube in 10th, Lloyd Moore in 11th, Stephen Langdon in 12th. And then the early retirees of the night, Jeff Clifton, 155 laps down, Nathan Johnson, 174 laps down. It looks like John Byron, Rusty Modesty, Kevin Zablaudil, and Sam Clark did not turn a lap tonight. Neither did Calix, Paul, Raymond, Samantha, Krista Morrison. Didn't want to chase down that $30 for the winners, so. Well, that was quite a show. The leaderboarder up here is telling me that we had a bunch of crashes, a bunch of accidents. A few drivers not necessarily too happy with each other, but I mean that's part of it. So let's hop into our Discord channel and just see how we're doing. Jason Raymond. Steven Booth, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, so bring it home in the second place position. Your favorite 43 car had himself a little bit of a calamity on the final restart, but overall, second place position still keeps you in the get you a little bit of a little extra cash tonight, huh?
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, I led 72 laps. I'm looking at it here. I feel like I had a pretty good car. I just messed up with the pit call, taking the 2 tires instead of 4. Maybe if I maybe if I took the 4, I would have been able to do something with Aaron. But those 2 tires, I was just sliding a little bit too much on entry to actually do anything with them. But I'll definitely take a second place finish here at Coliseum. I'm just happy to make it out alive, to be honest.
Yeah, I think everybody hit everybody at some point. Like I said, if there's some people who just got taken off the Christmas card list from others, so.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure I'm off that list for a few people, but it's a tiny, very tiny track, and I mean the only way to really pass somebody is to bump them out of the way. So yeah, I expected some rough racing here tonight, and all I know is this 49 machine's gonna need a new body.
Need a new body, and everyone's gonna need to go ahead and work on their cars here now. That was quite a mess on the end of the race, but overall pretty good, entertaining show, and hopefully the folks got to enjoy it, and appreciate you putting on a good show for us.
Oh no, man, I just went out there and racing. I appreciate you coming aboard tonight to broadcast this for us last minute. Really appreciate it. I'll have to go back and watch it. Usually when we do these, it's just all of us in there having fun. No broadcast, so it's definitely cool to have a broadcast. And I also got to give a big shout out to Top Hat Comics and Southern Signs of North Carolina coming aboard to give some prize money out tonight. So definitely added a little bit of a twist here instead of just like a normal fun run. It had some money in there, so
Absolutely.
gave us something a little bit extra to race for.
Definitely, because I mean the checker flag is worth racing for alone, but you throw a little cash in there. I mean it's makes it interesting for sure.
Oh yeah, everybody races a lot different when there's some money in. Definitely at the end of the race, especially at the end of the race, people start to realize that they need money, or not need, want. I mean, everybody wants money.
Yeah.
So they drive a little bit different last 10 laps.
Looking at the replay of the coming to the white flag, it looked like pretty much everybody from fifth on back crashed each other coming to the white flag. So.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, it was.
All right.
it was kind of a mess.
Okay, I didn't see that. I'll have to go back and watch that.
But good part is you get to take home some cash and they get to take home some 4Xs. So.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and close this stream down, and like I said, appreciate y'all coming here and joining us for tonight's production. Like I said, I'm not really much of a broadcaster. I just like driving and got the call and don't mind trying to help out a good friend. So, but where are we going next week? Do you know?
I'm not sure. We're still mid between. Okay, I'll get it eventually, right? You know, I'm trying to talk a little bit too quick again. We are between seasons. I think we have 2 more weeks until the next season starts up. So right now we are just doing some little fun races, trying to recruit a little bit as well.
Sounds good. Well, if you're looking for a league to join, Crooked Line Racing is definitely one to do that. There is a lot of great racing here, and they run good most of the week, honestly. They run Monday night super late mods, Tuesday night mods, Wednesday they run the Retro Cup Series, that's the 1987 Cup cars, Saturday night street stocks, and the occasional dirt, the occasional endurance. And if you want to hop onto a pretty fun group, send us a message and we'll get you set up. So go ahead and get yourselves signed off tonight, and we will see you all next time.